Hello, everybody. Welcome to Railroader Early Access. I have wanted a train game for a long time. I bought one or two and they just didn't work out for me, but this one I think has potential. So we're going to try single player, new game, Allegheny Railway, MSAR, company, sandbox, play a constructed full map, create and delete engines and cars freely. Now we want to do the company because after a while we'd probably build our own. Season 1. Let's see what they got here. It's just one. We're going to go through the tutorial, I'm pretty sure. All games tend to have them. All right, let's see. Today's the day. East Whitaker, after the flood, today's the day. For our own railroad, the Atlantic Railroad might not have them thought this area was worth their time. And now it's all in our hands. We got 1.5 good engines out of the deal. And the roundhouse in Bryson is in good shape. Trouble is, it doesn't do much good with the bridge at Ella still out. All right, there's some reading it all in here. I may mumble through it, but I'll have it there so you can read it. Reposition window by dragging this title bar to the top. Open see any buttons. Hover your mouse there, and buttons to access windows will appear. And these over here for your tutorial, you can bring it back up. Console, company window, switch, profile and settings, and the guide. All right, next. Before we get to running any passengers for freight, I have a few things to attend to around the shop. Here's the plan for the day. Get familiar with the engine and take on coal and water. Rescue the derailed locomotive, order more coal, and take the hopper to the interchange. Run a passenger train to Whitaker and Ella west of here. Set up your first freight contracts with customers. Let's start by getting familiar with how to look and move around the world. Okay? Select first person camera. Select the overhead camera. Select the camera moves WASD, WAS and D. To look around, use your mouse wheel. There we go. All right. Ooh, got some buildings down there, like a lumber yard of something. All right. Try switching between the cameras and adjust your point of view to find what works for you. Hold down Shift to run. This works in both cameras, and Control to move the overhead. All right. Hold down the Shift to run. All right. Nice. I guess this is our train down here. And Control to move. Control to move the overhead camera even faster. I don't know about that. It's all good. Remember, the cameras are completely independent. You can use this to your advantage. Let's board the engine, which is just outside the engine shed. Find the ladder between the engine and tender. Move forward with W while facing the ladder to climb in the cab. All right, let's do that. At the top of the ladder, you'll find the engineer seat in the cab. On the right side of the engine, simply walk into the seat and sit. Okay, so you just walk and get in and have a seat. There we go. All right, I'm an engineer. Oh, goodness. My tattoo shop used to be right beside the train tracks in Hartsville, and we seen that train every day. But I remember these old trains with what they called a cattle catcher on the front end. Actually, where I lived as a child, there was train track across the field. We used to watch it go across. At the top of the, okay, click on the engineer's window to open it and hit E. Oh, okay. Oh, lean out. Nice. Lean out and look. Cool. You can lean to the left with Q. All right. Nice. Next, let's look at the controls for the engine. Engines in Railroader have 4 main controls: throttle, reverser, independent brake, and train brake. Use your mouse and the tooltips to find these 4 controls in the cab. They each have a handle, and they are generally to your left or in front of you, easily accessible from the seat. First, we'll cover the brakes before you get the train moving. It's critical that you know how to stop. Yeah, I imagine so. Independent brake, train brake, MSAR 3, and this is the throttle. All right, the whistle. Oh, that's what we like. Next, the independent and train brakes behave very differently and are used in different situations. The independent brake controls the brakes on the engine and tender only. It's fast to apply and release, but it's only good for stopping the engine only for very short trains. The train brake is used for slowing and stopping a train. It's controlled by changing the air pressure in the brake line, and because of this, it's slow to apply and even slower to release. In fact, you can only fully release it if it's not possible, particularly release the train brake, unlike the independent. Each brake has its own control handle. Both brakes are applied by rotating the control toward the front of the engine and released by moving them back toward the back of the engine, all the way back for the train brake. Try applying and releasing each of the brake controls in the cab. Leave the independent brake applied toward the front of the engine. All right, train brake, there we go. Independent brake, yep, okay. All right, next, the throttle is set between 0 and 100. All right, how much steam is sent to the pistons, which makes the engine go faster. The reverser is set between 100% full reverse and 100% full forward. When you want the full power at low speed, push the reverser all the way forward or back. As your speed rises, however, you will need to move the reverser closer to the center. You can think of the reverser as similar to setting gears on a bicycle. Moving it forward in the canter enables the engine to work more efficiently. No, the canter, moving it toward the center, enables the engine to work more efficiently, allowing the engine to go faster. Note that the center itself is neutral. No power is applied to the drivers. Well, I got a lot to learn. Let's look at the engines from the outside. Switch to the overhead camera with 2. Oh, wow. All right. The center of the camera and shift 2 to center it on, your train. Okay. Mouse wheel to roll in. There I be. Wow. Got a pretty hat. All right. Next. Control click on your engine. Control click. Oh, okay. It tells you about it. I guess this sets the camera to follow you. Yep, that one keeps blinking for some reason. What is that? I'll move it a little bit so we can see. Handbrake apply. All right. Anyway, inspector can be used to view information about the engine and make changes. Click the select button in the bottom. Oh, there's our speed now. All right. Train brake, independent brake, reverser, forward, and then reverse, and of course the throttle. And it's off for right now. When an engine is selected, its HUD controls are shown in the bottom left of the screen. Close the inspector. I just want to see if names. All right. I guess this is it right there, right? Next, the HUD controls are simple. Another way to control the engine. They operate the same as 3D controls in the cab. They are train brake, independent brake, reverser, and throttle. The train speed in miles per hour is also shown next to the reverser. Notice the numbers in the slider knobs. The throttle numbers show the throttle percentage. The reverser shows whether it's in forward or reverse. The train brake and independent brake show the pressure in the brake line and the pressure in the brake cylinder, respectively. The meaning of these numbers is a bit involved with the tutorial, however. Yeah, and this tutorial may be a bit long, so I will probably cut it in a couple of them. Videos. The HUD controls also show a graphical representation of the brakes in the car's couple to your selected engine. Look for 2 rectangular dots just above the sliders. Alright, so that means 2 cars, I guess. Each dot represents an engine, fender, or a car. These dots will change color to tell you what the brakes in your chain are doing. White, beige, fully released, red, fully applied, purple, handbrake applied, gray, derailed. Oh goodness. Don't want that to happen. A small warning icon will appear between cars when their air is not connected. More on connecting air later. Selected engine controls. When the engine is selected, the following keys can be used. B for the bell, H and Shift H for whistle, high and low. B plus move mouse up, down, quill whistle. Oh, cool. J, cycle headlight setting. 0, track car, selected car, and 9, tracked in a train. Control 0, first person jump to selected car. Hit 0 to track your engine. All right. Next, we'll cover how to top off your water and coal. You can check your fuel and water by hovering the mouse over the tender. Okay, let's get out of it. Using the overhead camera, follow the track ahead. Control, click your engine. Okay. All right, and then follow. Jump the overhead camera to this car and track it. All right. We'll leave that down there for right now. Follow the track ahead of your engine to find the water column and coal converter, which is about 50 yards away. You'll go through 2 switches on your way there. Left at first switch and then through the second. All right. All right. This is the water and the coal. All right. Both switches are set to normal, meaning they are set for a typical path of a train. Click the switch stands and note how points of the switch and the blades do. How they work. All right. All right. Nice anime. That is good. Nice. All right. The blades which guide the wheels move and target the circular switch. It changes green and red means reverse. Yeah. Set both switches on the train to follow them and reach the water column and coal conveyor. First one will be normal and the second one reverse. Good idea to check your switches as you go. Getting one wrong could be a costly mistake. All right. Let's move our engine to move the reverser all the way. Now you can do that from out here, I think. Independent, frame brake, the reverser. Move the reverser all the way forward and release your independent brake by moving the control toward the back. Independent brake all the way forward. Wait a minute. It says release your independent brake by moving the control toward the back of the engine. Now start ringing the bell. All right. And 2 whistle blast. B plus mouse or H. All right. Well, let's get this thing moving. Next, open the throttle to 10 or 20%. And forward. All right. All right, we want to get down here. We got to follow. We got to get to the water. And the coal. And where to set it. Come on. Come on, pull on up. All right. Throttle's off. After the engine gets closer to water, apply the independent brake. Yep. We want to be in neutral for right now. Bring the engine to a stop before it passes the water column. All right. Using the either camera, find the water hatch at the rear of the tender. Okay, right there. Nice. I guess we got to swing this around. This is where you fill the tender's water storage. You need to line the water column at this point with our tender. On our tender, it doesn't need to be perfectly lined up, but it needs to be close. Okay. That's good. That's good. That works. That works. Release. All right. Water column lined up. If you overshoot it, stop train, move the reverser all the way back, and try again. All right. It's showing how much we got. I guess when it gets full, it'll stop. I think it's getting about there. Wow, that mouse is a little bit tight. 4,000 gallons. All right. I guess we'll move that back. Next. Water is the lifeblood of the steam engine. Without it, your engine would not operate. Water is unlimited on our railroad and can be sourced from water columns such as the one beside us. A good number of water towers and columns can be found across the line. Click the water column spout to rotate it into position. It will start flow. Okay, the water will automatically, and once you have enough water, it will stop. Coal is next. The coal conveyor, the hopper is empty, but the conveyor has a little bit of coal stored. Move your engine ahead and stop the coal bin. Okay. Move it ahead. We want to go forward. We'll release the brake. That's good. All right. Should always check your coal towers and diesel fuel points to see if you need to order any more fuel for them. However, the mouse over the storage position on the conveyor and it's ground. Okay, it says empty, 1,000 coal. There you go, right there. There's not enough coal to fill the tender, but we should have plenty for the work. Click on the chute. Oh, ain't that pretty? Oh, it's filling up. Yeah, that's probably enough to get us where we're going. I guess we got to click on that again. Let's get our bearings. We're stopped on the yard and engine service lead, a track which runs parallel to the main line. Main line runs east to west, and our head end is pointed toward the western end of the railroad. Open the map with M. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. So that's us right there. The map shows track, engine, locations, name, and your camera view. Each time you open the map, it centers on your camera. Within the map, you can click and drag the pan, scroll wheel, zoom in and out. Oh, nice. Oh, we got some lines going. Oh, geez. Get back on us here. And Control T to move your camera to a point your mouse is over, enabling you to quickly move across the map. You can also use Control T to move your character to where the mouse is pointed within the world. Okay. Find the derailed engine. It's just a few yards away by foot, east on the coal conveyor. You can see the cardinal direction at the top of the screen as you turn. All right, we'll close the map. Ooh, it is derailed over there, ain't it? And the direction is east up top, so that's north. Yep. If you're having trouble finding it, check the map with the M. You'll see 2 engine markers, one with, okay. We need to use our engine to rescue the wreck, so use the overhead camera or map to plan your path there. There's a switch just ahead that leads to it. All right, so we got to get on that track over there. So that'll let us through, and that'll let us through, and then we can flip them and go back to that one. All right. Oh, I forgot to shut the water. Don't want it sloshing out. All right, once you have found it, pull ahead of the switch, stop, reverse throw the switch, and roll down to the wreck, but not close enough to couple to it, about 20 yards ahead of it. Keep your speed low, no more than 15 miles per hour. You don't want 2 derailed engines. All right, let's do that right quick. Let's get some, let's take the brake off. Oh, we're still in forward. Oh, we forgot the ring to do the thing. All right. Oh, we rolling. All right. So now what we need to do is switch this one. All right, we'll get on that track. And that one's already set. So we'll be good. Yeah, that's set. All right. So let's reverse this bad boy. Put it in reverse. Get off the brake. Up, follow. Oh, look at the smoke. Boy, that. I like. That ought to be far enough right now. And we just hit a back and forward. Okay. Might be a little close compared to what they wanted. All right. Couple to the wreck with your engine by reversing it into it, making sure you keep your speed below 5 miles an hour in order to avoid causing even more damage. Okay. The engine was a victim of the floodwaters after debris. Okay. Walk alongside the derailed engine. For each, hover the mouse over it and hit Shift R. How was it to get in? All right, we're going to get out of here. We got to go inspect this train. Shift R. Hover your mouse over it and hit Shift R. Oh, okay. All right, that one's on track. All right. Couple to the wreck with your engine by reversing into it, making sure you keep your speed below 5 miles an hour. Okay. Let's go get back in ours. Well, we can do this from here. Follow. See here, let's reverse. And 5 miles an hour, what it said, right? Now we've got to, let's get him back in there. All right. Now we want to pull forward. And whoa, 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 whoa. No, we're right. We're right. We're good. Whoa, we don't want to be too fast. That's all good. Got a little grade there, ain't it? Sounds like it, ain't it? All right. All right. Now let's flip this one. And we got to make sure this one's right. Yep, we got to flip. Nope, that one's right. That one carries right in, straight in. All right. Let's carry this baby to the shed. I feel like a little kid. This looks so cool. The other train game I had just was not what I expected. All right. Push him in a little farther than that. All right, we're good. We're good. Well, we got to uncouple though, ain't it? Let's get out of here. And see about Barrett. Let's see. Click on any map or open the company menu I and using the icon in the upper right corner of the screen. The company window gives you the okay. The company right here. Select the locations. Switch on the locations tab and find East Whitaker. Engine service. Okay. Clicking on any of the map pointers or hovering over the text will highlight those tracks. Okay. Cool. All right. So we got to hire somebody. Number of shop crew and their wages. Fuel on hand. Presently, we have no shop crew. Hire one or two by clicking the hire button. Hire. 1 day, 10 hours, $15 a day. Shop crew work on a daily basis, so new workers will start work on this engine at midnight, and you can hire more if you want to get the repairs done faster. Keep in mind that the crew is still paid even if there isn't any work to do. All right. Well, we got to do now decouple. Oh yeah, there you go. Well, we'll stay right out here. This is going to have to end our first tutorial, though. If you would, please subscribe, like, and share. There'll be a link to it down in the information. Go and select it and buy it or put it on your wish list. Remember to subscribe, like, share. I love you, appreciate you, bless you, and keep training. Love you. Goodbye.